left leg, keeping his head near his knee. Anytime your opponent's head is near their knee, you have the option to cradle. Okay, that will be there. So that's what I'm looking for. Any setup for cradle is, hey, if I get him to step up poorly and keep his head towards his knee, I have to cradle. So a far side cradle involves me hopping, stepping up on the opposite side. When I punch a cradle, I'm punching it kind of like I would do a butterfly lift and weight room right for chest, pulling everything together. So I'm going to literally punch my arms together as I do this. So I'm going to hop over this side and I'm going to punch my arms together for my lock. We're all going to do a gable lock, which is thumbs together, ribs over and lock. Try that real quick. Now, the biggest key is I'm either going to be doing one or the other. Head to head, hip to hip, head to head, hip to hip, or head to hip, depending on the cradle. But it's always one or the other. So Troy steps up. For my far side cradle, it's hip to hip, head to head. I punch. Right now, it's my hip next to hip on his hip. So I want to go the same side as that cradle. Now my hip's touching his hip, my head's touching his head, I got my gable lock. For now, we're just going to take it back. Okay, our finish. And I always say knee to hip. It's kind of messing people up, but knee to butt. It's knee and it's ribs. So I want you to literally push your hips away from him, making all the space in between your bodies, and slide your knee between the two of your bodies as high as you can up his hip and ribs. I squeeze my elbows together, and I push my head into his temple, and I squeeze. Now as Troy fights, I'm going to fight Troy. I can hold here for cradle, I can keep driving my knee in, steps up, I punch, gable lock, hip to hip, head to head. When I finish, hips away, elbow into our knee between. Squeeze my elbows together. Okay? Drive my forehead into this. Now, I go head to what? Head to hip. And head to hip. So I'm going to actually turn out in front of him a little bit. He steps up near me and I can feel that. Okay, I'm going to drape over the head now. It's almost that same exact position as that front headlock. Carotid artery, jugular area. Okay, so look. Switch out in front. My head is in his hip. His head is being pulled down towards my hip. And I lock my gable lock and I squeeze my elbows together. Now I'm going to kind of sit to my hip. I'm going to sit out and drive into it. Now the finish here is different. I'm going to post in my head and make a tripod. A camera tripod. I'm going to spread out. Okay? Don't put the tripod like this because it falls, right? I'm going to spread it out. The ones up here, chest driving over, and I post my forehead on the mat. I spread my legs out and I squeeze. Troy fights. I hold him to the pin and keep the weight teed out over the body. Good? Spread over the head, elbow down. Okay, in my lock, elbow down, sit to my hip. Once I sit to my hip, I then face back out. Try. Steps up, question. Inside. Back in. Right? Each time. Anyway, single pick off the list. Now, what he's supposed to do is roll over his knee and fight your hand. So that when I do go to cradle, he can peel off and control. Not everyone's going to do that. Some guys will roll that over the side and they won't control that hand. So there's an opportunity for a cradle. The other thing you'll get is some guys try to step. They try to step that foot up. They don't curl over it. They just try to step it up to get rid of it. Okay? And that's perfect. That's what I want. And I used to actually obey that. Pull it really tight with it. Let them pull it up. And then all of a sudden, just let it go. And so by pulling it, they fight and turning their leg back. I let it go. It plants. Bam. There's my cradle. So ankle pick. Let him go. Punch. It's slightly altered. Here what I'm going to do is instead of grabbing the far ankle like I normally would, I'm going to drape in over the outside shoulder and I'm lifting. And I'm going to grab the near ankle. Okay? So off the whistle, I get my weight up. Notice I'm not on my knees. And I'm just kind of fighting him on one side here. And it's a little weird, it's a little awkward, but all I'm going to be doing is lifting and kind of driving. Now Troy's going to stay in his base, post if he needs to. Okay? And I'm not going to break a good guy down with that really. I'm not trying to. I'm making him think I'm going to break him down. Watch where Troy's left leg's going the whole time I'm doing this to stay up. See it? You see that cradle that is appearing. So that's all I'm looking to do is grab near ankle and shoulder and chest drive him up. But notice that I'm on top because I want to be in a good position, so I can almost see me sliding my chest over. I'm getting closer and closer to that cradle. This is by far the one that worked the best with. And if the guy's not real tough and he doesn't post his leg up, I'll then just break him down. And then we can work our other stuff. Okay? But a good guy is going to have to post with that thing. So I'm here. Once I feel that step, I'm going to punch my cradle. Now it's a little farther of a jump, so you got to really swing those hips around. Okay? Swing those hips around. Drive. Lock your cradle. Punch. Hip to hip. Swing those hips around. Okay? You can't finish the cradle here. It's too far. I'm not getting my hands locked. Watch. Now I can. And just short this crossface is going to be jamming the outside elbow forward. At the same time, my crossface, which is running my forearm and hand across his chin, grabbing high tricep, almost up to the armpit. Okay, and I'm crossing my crossface. Hits, crossface. So I'm crossing. Okay, I don't want this. I'm trying to reach for it. All I'm trying to do is bring his arm away from me. Now I don't have anything. I'm just kind of being injured. Right? So I have to jam that arm to it. Okay, and I wanted to have it tight and grip so that Troy can't get his arm back. He should not be able to, even with two hands start peeling and stuff, he should not be able to get his arm back. You should be strong enough, you're in the right position to hold that in. I'm off my knees, I want my weight on. Now I start trying to position his ankle out. You can see how I'm kind of pushing and sliding his ankle out because I need some room. If he's trapped under, I'm not going to walk the cradle. So I start digging my arm and my grip. Now I can use my legs to help drive a little bit, but I want to be careful. I don't want to come out so far in front that he can grab my leg. So crossface, jamming that a little bit. When I feel close enough that I can at least block, I can get some space, I'm going to drive his head towards his knee. But while I'm doing that at the same time, start hopping. You'll notice I post on my head for a moment. Okay? Now I'm locked. If I can keep the lock like this, step up, then this is where I want to be. Tricep, grab my own wrist. This is the tightest cradle we'll have. Okay, if I can, his triceps comes off, settle for me. But this is the best grip off this crossface cradle. You have his tricep and you have your own wrist. So, I'm in, a crossface, drive, hip to hip. Okay? To finish, you're going to have a hard time just bringing it back because so much of your guys' weight is down towards the mat. So what I suggest doing is taking that inside ankle and driving his ankle outwards. Now I'm spreading between his knees, or in between his legs with my two knees. Now I just bump him with my hip. Bump him, pop over. Crossface, pull across, take some space, hop to my lock. Okay, if I want to take it back, I'm going to drive his ankle out with my knee. Now both my knees are underneath. Bump them, hop over. If I'm locked like this, I can suicide, which means to roll over my back. Locked. Okay? What I'm going to do is pull everything in, kind of like I was rolling that bicep tilt. Pull everything in tight. Over the top of me, I can squeeze them tight the whole time. Settling, finish. Nearside Cradle from front headlock. And I just shift and took my head out, put it in his hip. There's a nearside cradle. You can get into it a lot of times off defense. The guy just shoots even out of front headlock. He shoots, crawls, and as you start circling, you go into that cradle. And you know, it's there long. So that's more the position you're going to find that nearside cradle is off your defense, off your sprawl. Is to just kind of drive him over. We kind of already showed that. Pull the elbow down, drive him to his hip. bulldoze him over with my chest, post on my forehead, tripod. And that's our basic stuff. He won't go over. Okay? So I'm gonna give you some options. First option is if he tries to stay in a base, but he won't let you bulldoze him over. He's not gonna belly out or anything. He's not blocked. He's not going that way. He's posting out. Pull your elbow down. Sit through. Okay? And I'm squeezing the lock down and trying to basically force him into a somersault. If you sit out while doing that, you shouldn't have much of a problem rolling through. So like elbow down, sit out, roll them over me. Now I can't really keep my cradle here, so it's tough to finish. So once I roll them through and hit my hip, I immediately come back over to my base in my tripod position. I'm gonna sit out, I'm gonna arch the lock through, over. And I watch it go. Like, roll your head back and watch him go to his back. And then look at the mat and just drive yourself over to your forehead. So make sure you look at the lock, and look at the mat, and keep his bellies out. Now it's about drive him. He keeps arching his head up. Right? It doesn't drive him. I just can't get him over that way, so try to sit out. He's too low, you can't get him that way. So, he's being what we call stud, right? Fighting it tough, studding out, go. So I hit him with my stud cradle. So, I couldn't hit either one, so I'm gonna step over the knee, or sorry, over his ankle, over his foot, and I'm gonna start sliding it towards his head. Tighten it up. Now I get the other knee up. So I have both knees. So start pulling that lock in. See how I slid his ankle and leg up to my hip bone? Now that it's trapped, I'm gonna put my forehead on the mat, but I can't drive straight. I have to circle to that position, circle that tripod position. Circle, circle, circle. Okay, so you're driving his knee into his own face, real tight, the other side, real unpleasant. So he bellies out. Okay, if you're not feeling like those other options are working, step over, hook the knee, step over, and I have a hook with both feet. That's elevating him up so that his foot is hooked on my hip, tabled on my hip, drive my head to the mat,